There are so many ways to get paid to travel, but only 1% of people that are watching this video will actually do the things that I say to get these travel opportunities. Hey y'all, if you're new here, my name is BME Queen and I am a full-time travel creator based in LA. And today I'm going to tell you guys about how I get paid to travel and how you can do it for yourself in 2024. So in this video, I'm going to tell you guys about how you can build your brand online to then get travel requests, as well as being able to find different travel opportunities that are both paid and unpaid. But first, a little bit about me. I started creating content back in 2020, as a lot of people did, but I actually started as a engineering / science creator. So I originally made my profile to meet other scientists in my field. At the time, I was working as a biomedical engineer and I was in graduate school, and social media is just a way for me to have a creative outlet outside of my very intensive technical job. While I was working as an engineer, I started to create content around the different conferences that I would travel to. So during those travel opportunities, I would talk about the different locations that I was visiting and what I was doing in those cities, along with what I was doing in terms of science. I also took a lot of vacations in finding different weekend deals and just different travel deals that were available for me to do on a graduate student budget. And I became known as a girl who was a graduate student and also a traveler on the side of my graduate school studies. For one thing, during this journey, I learned a lot about how to get travel deals and how to travel hack, because I was working on a very, very low budget at the time. But I started to package this information into my content that I was already creating every single day. So the first thing that you should know about becoming a content creator in 2024 is that you have to be consistent, and you also have to try new things all the time. As you may be aware, the algorithm on all the different social media platforms change very regularly. You have to be able to pivot and adjust to the changing algorithms and what is going on each platform. So I would recommend that you start on the platform that you are most comfortable with. I started on Instagram, and then after I got Instagram down in terms of I was posting consistently, I was interacting with my audience, and I was building an audience that was engaged, I then branched out to the next app, which was then TikTok. So I started to build my audience on TikTok, learning how to create content and also building an engaged community on TikTok. From there, I went on to Pinterest. So you can do this over and over again with every single app, and there are a ton of videos here on YouTube to teach you how to build your platform. If you want to hear from me, let me know in the comments. The important part of building an online community is to have an engaged community and also be consistent. So your audience is looking for you to post regularly. Now, depending on the platform, depending on your current responsibilities, regularly may not be as much as a full-time creator. Each platform has a different recommended number of content pieces, so it depends on what platform you are working on. However, whatever platform you decide to work on first, you need to be consistent. So if that means posting every single day or posting every other day, you need to be consistent every single time. No matter what the numbers say, you need to be posting. A lot of people will stop posting when they don't see immediate results. So if they don't see a viral post after a month, or if they don't see their following grow after 6 months, then they're not going to continue. But you have to keep going no matter what, because you never know when someone's going to recognize you, or when someone's going to share your content, or when you're going to be reposted on another page. You just have to keep going. Anytime my content pieces aren't doing as well, I will do my best to change up the content so that it's something that I still enjoy creating, but it also connects with the audience. So that could be hopping on different trends. That can be changing up my content style. My content is a lot of talking content where I talk to my audience and engage with them in the comments, whereas some people build platforms for making ASMR videos. Some people build platforms for making voiceovers or for making skits or whatever it may be. You have to figure out what works for you, and that can be different for every single person. Even if you find one thing that works for you, so let's say it's ASMR, every once in a while you do want to change it up so that way your audience can get something new from you and they don't get bored seeing the same content over and over and over again. So as for travel creators, this niche is a little bit different from other niches. And I know that because I have been in the science niche, I've also been in the book niche, and I've also been in the sustainability niche. In the travel content industry, there are several ways to make money. So the first one being brand deals, the second being affiliate links, and then the third one that I'm going to talk about is called user generated content, or UGC content. Brand deals are the ones that people know about the most, and that is when you're sponsored by a brand to talk about their service in your video or in whatever content that you create. So you can get brand deals for different travel products, travel services, anything that is revolved around travel. In my experience, a lot of the brand deals that I have had in terms of travel have been for different travel apps or travel services. That is a great way for you to make income that way. At this point, a lot of my large brand deals are inbound, which is where they reach out to me to be a creator for their content piece. It has taken me 3 years to get to this point, so this doesn't start out straight away for everyone. But one of the easiest ways to get yourself to be seen by other brands is to create content where you tag the brand in the content. That doesn't mean to tag a brand in every single video, because your audience will get very tired and very bored of that. But you can tag brands here and there if you're talking about their products, or if you're talking about something that you think would be useful to your audience. You can always tag them in the video. If you are tagging a brand, I strongly recommend that you do not use any language or any behaviors that would be off-putting to a brand, or that the brand wouldn't want to share on their page. Anything like cursing or talking about issues that brands may not align with. So a lot of times it's like political discussions. Brands typically don't like to be associated with that. Overall, you want to make sure that your content is very marketable for the brand to use. So if it's something that aligns with their brand, or they will want to work with you in the future, that's what you want to come across as. In addition to that, you want to make sure that the rest of your page doesn't have any content like that as well. So generally, I tell people that if you look at a brand's page and you look at their aesthetic, you want to look at your page and see if your aesthetic matches theirs. So that doesn't necessarily mean the same color schemes or the same ideas, but it does mean that would a brand take a video or an image from your profile and be able to use it on their profile or their website or any of their marketing in the future? If the answer is no, then you need to redo your things. I personally recommend that people start brand new. I do not think it is a good idea to start your content creator journey with your personal accounts. So anything that's associated with people from high school or people from college or people that you no longer associate with, they do not have to be associated with your new account, which is your now content creator account. I strongly urge you to make a brand new profile for your new audience. And the reason why is because even though you may have an audience on your old profile, they probably are not going to be engaged with your new content, aka your travel content. So brands look for engagement across all of your platforms. So if you have an Instagram page that you have now recreated to be a travel page, you may have a much lower engagement rate because people that are already following you probably or most likely aren't going to be interested in travel, or they may just be hating on you and nobody wants that energy on their profile anyway. In terms of affiliate links, you also have to have some type of platform for this as well. So I have used affiliate links here on YouTube and also on my other platforms. There are a ton of ways to become an affiliate for a variety of brands. One of my most common affiliate links that I use is my Amazon storefront, where a lot of people will buy the travel essentials that I recommend. When you're recommending products, make sure it's something that aligns with your audience and also aligns with your brand. There are a lot more affiliates and brand deals that I have turned down than I've accepted because it just did not align with my brand in a way that would make them want to purchase or make them want to continue following me and engaging with me. After you start to interact with your audience more and more, you can get an idea of what is something they would be interested in or something that would align with you. So if a vitamin line reached out to me, for example, asking me to be an affiliate for their vitamins, that may not be the best match for me because I typically talk about travel and different travel hacks as well as different trips, but someone in a wellness or fitness niche may do a little bit better with promoting that type of product. So those are things you need to keep in mind when you are talking about different products or promoting different products on your page. Your audience can tell when you are not being genuine with your product description or review, as well as when you are just trying to sell them something so that you can make the commission off of it. When people know that you're being genuine, they are going to want to support you even more. If you've noticed in my content, I give bad reviews, and that's if I don't like the product. I'm not going to go out and tell you to buy something if it's not something that I would use on a regular day-to-day basis. My audience really appreciates that, and because of that, they listen to my recommendations when I do give a good review. Even though that's something that people consider to be risky with working with brands, my audience knows that if I do promote a brand, it's something that I actually like, and because I will tell people straight up if something is for you or not for you. So the last thing I want to talk about is UGC content, which is user generated content. This is fairly new within the last 6 months. I've been seeing it pop up more and more. And that's because brands are looking for creators to make content that will be posted on the brand's page, but not the creator's page. So this is a way for the brand to keep content and to keep having people make content for them. However, they typically don't have to pay as large fees as they would if they were to get a large influencer to post about their brand on the influencer's page. I have done quite a few UGC deals this year where a brand has contracted me to work with them for their product, and I will make it as if it were going to go on my page. So in my voice, in my tone, and I get to write a script and say what I would normally say, but the content goes on their page and does not go on mine. If it is a travel brand, a lot of times they will ask me to take videos and content, anything that I've already taken in the past, so that I can put it together and edit it to make a full video and that to be posted on their page. I've done quite a few deals with that as well. Content that I've already taken months and months ago is now being reused on their page to promote their specific service or product or restaurant or whatever it may be. So that is another option as well. Now, if you're wondering, how do I get these inbound requests? How do I get all these contracts without actually having to reach out with people all that often? It is because I have set up my page so that it is really easy for brands to find me. And I've also built relationships with agencies that I've worked with in the past to continue to reach out to me for these different opportunities. The easiest way to make sure that brands can see you is by tagging the brand again, and also by having your email in your bio on all of your social media platforms. You want it to be the same email every single time, and you also want it to be a professional email that aligns with your brand. For example, my name is BME Queen, so my email is bmequeen@gmail.com. If my email were to be something like travelgirl8182@yahoo.com, it just doesn't align with the brand because my username is BME Queen, therefore my email is BME Queen. You make sure that there's consistency as well so that brands know you are taking yourself seriously with this account. Brands and different inbound opportunities will also look for whether or not you are engaged on your platform. So you talk to your community in the comments, or you engage with them through lives or anything like that, as well as that you are active on your profile. So this goes back to being consistent. A brand will not want to work with you in December if the last time you posted was in April. You need to be consistent whether or not the brand deals are coming in or not. You need to be posting every single time. That means that this requires an investment of both time and money, because to be a travel creator, you have to show that you have knowledge in the industry as well as that you have experience in the industry. So I was able to find all these different travel deals and hacks because I was an avid traveler. I was traveling all the time, and I was typically traveling on a very low budget. So not only does my audience trust me with my recommendations and the different hacks and deals that I talk about, but brands also see that I have that knowledge and I have the experience from different trips that I've done, and as well as restaurants reviews, hotel reviews, etc. You need to be consistent, and you need to have your email in your bio. In terms of working with agencies, I typically have agencies reach out to me. So these are also inbound requests of sign up for our agency to get brand deals in the future. However, some agencies do reach out to me directly. So they've seen my content online, and then they will email me and say, I work with this agency for X brand and we are doing X collaboration. Skeepers is an app that you can get a lot of free products to review. If you want to use any of that in your travel in the future, you can always use Skeepers. And the way that works is you apply for product, they send it to you, and then you post whatever is requested, and then afterwards you go back on the app and you have to show them that you posted it, and they will approve you to then keep getting products in the future. Another one is #paid. So that website I did sign up for, and since then I have just got a lot of inbound requests. When you sign up though, you will put in your industry, your different rates, all of that when you set up your profile, and then there are just some starter packages or starter campaigns that you can work on that will get your name out there and will get #paid familiar with you as a creator. And the last agency that I've worked with in the past and continue to work with is Popular Pays. They also require you to have an active social media accounts on your Popular Pays profile, and these are more of application formats. After you make your profile and then you connect to your social media accounts, the different campaigns that are available to you because of those social media followings will be available for you to then apply for. So they are strongly associated with your follower count as well as the relevance of your content to the product or the service or whatever is being promoted. There are also some UGC campaigns on Popular Pays as well that are available for anyone to apply to, but again, you have to have active social media accounts to be actually considered eligible for those campaigns. After you apply for those campaigns, the brand will then go to your profile to verify that you are who you say you are and that you have the content that you say you have produced. This is why I say that you should not be using your personal accounts. Instead, just make a brand new travel creator account so that you can work with these brands in the future. Let's say you created your brand new account, you've been posting consistently, and you've been changing up your content to keep it fresh but also keep your audience engaged, but you're not really seeing much feedback or nothing's really happening. That is normal. It is normal. It takes a long time for people to recognize you as a creator, and also for brands to have to recognize you as a creator that they would want to work with. So again, you have to continue to be consistent, continue to post, and make sure you use your analytics to guide future posts. So if there's a post that people really liked and you got a lot of engagement with, recreate that but in a part 2 or with a different theme. Just try to keep it consistent so that your audience knows what to expect from you, but that also keep it fresh and keep your content interesting that some people will want to continue to engage with you. So that was a lot of information, but I wish you guys the best, very, very, very best of luck in 2024 and starting off your content creator journey. Like I said, it takes quite some time and effort and energy to build, but once you do get there, it is so well worth it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.